is Rebecca, DTI Academy Manager at Digital Thinker. In this video, we will review quick store-to-store transfers. Let's start by navigating to the quick store-to-store transfer screen from the Materials menu under Transactions. The quick store-to-store transfer screen allows you to transfer materials between stores without having to create formal requisitions and receipts. If the stores you are transferring parts between are in the same organization and the part records belong to a common organization, you can use the quick store-to-store transfer. When transferring parts on the quick store-to-store transfer screen, start by entering a transfer description. Then select the From store and the To store. In my example, I need to restock materials from my central storeroom to my point of use storeroom. Next, in the Transaction Details section at the bottom of the screen, you can add the parts and quantities to transfer. Let's start by transferring some utility rope. In this example, I have a default bin defined for this part in my central storeroom, but I also know that this part is associated with multiple bin locations. The default bin will automatically populate, and you see that I have 90 feet of rope available to be transferred from this bin. But if I clear the From bin, the on-hand quantity will show me the quantity available to be transferred for my entire central storeroom. So I have 552 feet available. If necessary, I can choose which bin, other than the default bin, to transfer the rope from. I'm going to go ahead and transfer 50 feet. Now, as for the To bin, this is the receiving bin in the point of use store. Since I have a default bin defined for this part for the point of use store, the To bin automatically populated. So I'm going to go ahead and add or save this part to my list. Let's add another part to transfer. Let's transfer some gloves. In this example, I do not have a default bin defined for either store. Now I can easily see that I have 20 packs on hand to transfer from my central storeroom. Now once I select the From bin, the quantity updates to show how many are available specifically in my From bin to be transferred. You may have noticed that the To bin automatically populated, even though I mentioned that I do not have a default bin defined for this part in the point of use store. The reason for this is there is one existing stock record for this part in the point of use store, and the stock is associated with the A101 bin. Even though the bin automatically populated, I can update it if I want to designate an alternate receiving bin. So I'm going to proceed by transferring 2 packs of gloves and go ahead and add this part to my list. Now once you have added the parts to transfer, you can either click Save in the toolbar or click the Submit Transaction button in the bottom right corner of your screen. When using the quick store-to-store transfer, the parts being transferred are never shown as being in transit from one store to the other. If we take a look at the store transactions, so materials, setup, stores, the issue transaction for the From store for my rope and gloves and the receipt transaction for the To store are both recorded when the quick store-to-store transfer is submitted. So it is important to note that the quantities on hand in the respective stores are updated immediately. Some users reserve these quick transfers for instances in which materials need to be moved quickly. An alternate option would be to follow the more formal store-to-store requisition, issue, and receipt process. I encourage you to check out the other videos on materials transactions to learn more. Have a great day!